This is the end zone. Let's move the chains. Some recent XFL news came out that I'm going to be breaking down over the couple of days upcoming this week. SportsCenter, ESPN released an article basically talking about the XFL, and it shed some light. A lot of new things are coming out about the XFL and its possible comeback. But one thing really interests me, so that's why I decided to cover this first. The XFL in 2021 was interested in pursuing new quarterbacks, and those new quarterbacks were NFL quarterbacks. They weren't just going for free agents. They were going for some stars, or once stars. So we'll first start with Josh Rosen. That was a quarterback that they were targeting. Rosen has had a rough career. He's been with two very rough teams, the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. I do feel bad for Josh Rosen. He has not been in the best place to succeed, and it seems like the NFL is slowly but surely just pushing him out of the way. And just like in the article said, would you rather be a backup or would you rather get real game film and start against football players? You know, they might not be as good as NFL players, but it would be tape, and it would be another shot for Josh Rosen to get back and possibly get back to a starting position in the NFL instead of a career backup, which it looks like his career is trending. Another guy on their list was Robert Griffin III. Injuries really plagued Robert Griffin III back in the day when he was with Washington. Now he's the backup with the Ravens. Sure, he has a nice gig backing up Lamar Jackson, being that mentor, but would you not love to see RG3 starting as a quarterback? I think a lot of people would pay to see that. And, you know, I think he's still got some bark to his bite. I think he would still love to start for an NFL team, but he can't do that if he's just a backup. He needs more playing time, and the XFL would have been good for him. The final quarterback mentioned was Paxton Lynch. Now, I was never really a huge fan of Paxton Lynch, although many people believe him to be the prototypical quarterback for an NFL player. But he's now with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a backup. He was with the Denver Broncos, where he was drafted. Likely to be considered a bust by now, but he could have made a comeback with the XFL. That would have been cool to see. I wouldn't have been excited to see him play as much as Josh Rosen and as RG3. Here's some other quarterbacks, two other quarterbacks really, that I thought would have been a good fit for the XFL. First, Joe Flacco. He's coming up on the end of his career. I'm sure he would just like to end his career starting somewhere, not being a backup or being a segue quarterback like he has been the past 2 years with the Ravens and now with the Denver Broncos. Another quarterback who I thought would be very interesting was Cam Newton. If he somehow got through the year still a free agent with the NFL, he would really need some game tape after being a year off, and I think that he would really benefit from being an XFL quarterback. I'm sure he would want a lot more money than the XFL could afford, but the XFL, remember, is providing him with game film, game tape, coaching, and a way back into the National Football League. Which quarterbacks would you have liked to see the XFL go for? Their strategy was to get some of these quarterbacks into the XFL for year 2. It would have been awesome to see, and I've got some more videos coming out this week about the XFL's return. Thanks for watching the EndZone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.